Trevor, Aeon. I'm gonna break my foot off in your ass.
Hello, and welcome back. Trevor, Aeon, and company have made their way through the main part of the Crèche, dealing with the Githyanki in various ways, and we have been called to meet with the Inquisitor, ostensibly regarding the weapon that they're looking for that we are in fact carrying. Lae'zel did go through the Zaithisk, and it blew up on her, and she is now currently drained as a result. She believes it was tampered with, and is eager to inform the Inquisitor about that. Shadowheart finally encountered a wolf to the point where she got afraid of it and disclosed her fear of wolves to us. Usually I see that happen quite a lot earlier, but this time it happened in the Crèche. The Inquisitor is not pleased with the lack of progress that they have made in finding the artifact that we carry. We are on our way to speak to him right now, and they are desperate to find it. This is noting that the Githyanki purification device, the Zaithisk, failed and nearly killed Lae'zel in the process. And this is updated for the Zaithisk failing. And we are now back to needing to find the source of the parasite. Well, not much else to do, I suppose, but go and face the music.
Don't waste a step.
Our escape. Please approach. We have much to discuss.
The Kithrak let you through. Go ahead then, Istig.
I have something to ask.
Your presence here is tolerated. Do not confuse it for being welcome.
The Chakra is expecting you.
An invitation to speak with the Chikrai. You are honored.
Ardent, warrior, raider, and the Chirai, Chakrai, whatever, Inquisitor of Lakith.
My Arden spoke of one of our kin that escaped a crashing Ghaik slave vessel.
Ch'rai. Vlakith's justice in flesh.
You have accomplished much, child. I am pleased to finally meet you. I heard there is so much goblin blood on your hands that it soaks their children's nightmares. To business. I suspect you plucked something precious from the Ghaik ship. Something that belongs to us. The weapon. Give it to me.
Don't do it. The weapon is how I protect you. Do it. Do not disobey the Inquisitor.
Trevor understands that this is a fine line he must walk. While we don't truly trust the Dream Visitor, we are pretty sure that it's not lying about the artifact being the way that it protects us. Yet Lae'zel is saying to turn it over. Trevor will go with, he can't. It protects them.
Indeed. And what does it protect you from?
Trevor sees no reason to lie here. The tadpole in his head.
You are infected. Grotesque. No matter. Death will cure you of that problem. Crush Yillik. With me. To the death.
Thankfully, that line of dialogue did manage to keep Lae'zel on our side. I was worried about that. So the first thing is I want to try to banish Chirai here. But he's got ready to parry up. So the first thing we'll do is try to suck up that ready to parry, starting with the skeleton. Only a 20% chance because of being in melee. That's not much better, but we really just want to use up that ready to parry, so we'll try it. Okay, fair.
Swift and lethal.
Karlak
I got this.
has a decent chance of using up the ready to parry. And will rage. Okay. Ready to parry is up. Now,
I am fury.
Lae'zel
I am death.
that provokes from this Mind Claw. It's probably not the worst thing in the world. %50 with Sharpshooter on. We'll turn that off in order to try to land the banishment. And in fact, let's get some oil of accuracy going. Saved versus the banishment, but we can try again. Ah, damn it. That was not... Well, since we failed to banish we are now going to just dogpile him. But she can't do much else right now.
Need to act fast.
%45% or 30%. He's got good saves. So where did it go? I lost track of it. Did I pick it up? She picked it up. Hopefully hitting all three of us. Yes. Better. Okay.
Alright, Karlak. It's go time.
No choice but to keep going.
And Trevor will also rage. Oh, we'll take an opportunity attack all day long.
Your life is over. Trema Salah Plaki.
Alright, so first off, ready to parry again.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Let's get you out of the way for now.
Time to push my luck again. What path lies before me?
So there goes that. Let's get this guy out of Lae'zel's way.
Maybe I should. No, this is good.
I am fury. I am death.
I think Shadowheart could do with a mass healing word. And then also throwing I could have sworn she had bigger potions than that, but one of these at Lae'zel. Actually,
Have to keep going. Swift and lethal. I'm ready.
this way at least we'll double up on it.
Where do I go from here?
Lae'zel's very low. We will send Shadowheart the big one.
Got to concentrate. Victory awaits.
Okay. Nice. Who did that hit? That hit you? Alright, let's turn Sharpshooter off and finish this person off to activate Bloodlust. And Sharpshooter back on.
Heating up.
Karlach should hopefully be able to
Well,
finish
well.
this person off
Look what we have.
and knock them out even. And yeah, she could jump up there and start working on this guy. I think we're pretty much out of danger here.
Survival is all that matters.
Good idea, I think.
Fair enough.
I am fury. I am death.
%95 with sharpshooter all in.
Inquisitor Wargas was potent. We are impressed.
My queen. Skathai.
You are permitted to look upon me. You are invited to kneel.
The deathless queen has spoken. You will obey.
I don't think Trevor has been in the presence of a god before, but he has dealt with extraplanar beings, and he knows what kind of power they have, and that kind of power must be respected. Trevor kneels.
These attendants you keep, you taught them well, my child. My Lae'zel.
Shma Zalav Lakith. You know me.
Erlon of Kalir speaks most highly, as did Alchaya before. You seek purity. I may yet grant it. Istik, you bear that which is ours. But are you friend, or are you thief?
Trevor tells it as he sees it. Neither of those things. It is his by right.
No! It is not yours! To own something is to know it. That weapon you carry. The Astral Prism. It is corrupted.
I will cleanse it for you, my queen. Tell me how.
There is someone inside. Their mind is warped, broken, a blight. They are an agent of the Grand Design, sent to sabotage the Astral Prism. Our last defense against the return of the Enlithid Empire. As long as they live, the prison is compromised. Kill them! Do this, and I will cleanse you and your allies. Do this, and ascend!
Ascension. My queen. An honor gained. A burden borne. You must accept. Refuse, and you will know my fury.
Trevor tries to make Vlaakith understand that he can't. The one inside protects him from the absolute.
You are being lied to. I will be obeyed!
Skva! Do not defy my queen!
Trevor, feeling the pressure from both sides, agrees to enter the prism and kill the occupant.
Use the Planecaster's power to enter the artifact. Be wary of the creature's lying tongue. Cut it out if you must. You will not leave this room until it is done.
Shma Zalav Lakith. We will not waste a second. Vlaakith has spoken. Do not leave this room except to enter the prism. Turn your back on me, and you will feel my blade against it.
Should mind my step.
Trevor braces against his actions being forced upon him in this manner, but he enters the Planecaster.
Don't do it!
Heat pulses out of the astral prism as it begins to flower. Your mind burns hot with excitement. Incredible. Space, unfettered from time. The astral plane, just as I've dreamt it.
This cave looks like the place we are intended to go. But Trevor wants to look around at this strange area he's never seen before. An inscribed Githyanki slate.
Always room for more.
Drawings that depict a dragon and two individuals, one standing, one kneeling, a circle around them, and a fuzzy trail behind, as if riding a comet. I'm gonna pick up this other random stuff real quick and I'll be right back. Also, I note that Shadowheart's skeletons are nearly used up. So, she will make use of these Githyanki corpses. And refresh her skeletons.
Time to rest. Swift as my feet can carry me.
So you came, in spite of all my warnings. Disappointing. Come, we will talk in private. Just the two of us.
Trevor follows the voice.
I may have made a mistake trusting you. I told you to stay away from the Githyanki, but you just couldn't help yourself. Could you? And now, you've come here to murder me.
Trevor trusts neither the Dream Visitor nor Vlaakith, but in this moment he is more bracing against Vlaakith's command. So while he won't promise he's not here to murder her, he wants more information first. Vlaakith told him that you are an agent of the Illithid Grand Design.
I told you I stole the artifact from someone. Well, I stole it from Vlaakith. Since then, she has become desperate. Vlaakith wants me dead because I know her secret. It is a secret so great that if her people ever found out, that would be the end of her rule, the end of her. That same secret is how I've been protecting you from the Absolute. I can hear your thoughts. You think I'm lying. Vlaakith warned you that I would try to deceive you. But consider this. What reason have I to deceive you? I want the same thing as you. Freedom. I'm on your side. I have been since the very beginning.
Trevor is wary of this and thinks it may be some kind of trick.
I already told you I protect you, that I saved you, that I'm just like you. If this was not enough to convince you, what more is there to say?
And ultimately, Trevor decides he will not be ordered around by Vlaakith. If she wants her dead, she can kill her herself.
It seems I was right to put my faith in you after all. Thank you. Vlaakith will be furious, to make no mention of your Githyanki companion. The Lich Queen fears nothing more than the loss of her empire. The knowledge I have of her deception will bring that about.
Trevor needs to know what deception.
Vlaakith is lying to the Githyanki. They believe she knows how their beloved mother Gith defeated the Mind Flayer Empire. But she does not. If the Illithids would ever rise to power again, she would be incapable of stopping them. And if her people found out about her impotence, there would be mutiny, revolution, the end of her rule. But that very power, the power to resist Illithid control, which Vlaakith only pretends to know, is how I've been protecting you. I suppose she hoped to extract it from my corpse. Since you spared me that fate, she will come for you.
Trevor wants to know what this power is.
A logical question. But you're not ready for the answer. I have delayed long enough. The next attack is overdue, and I can't risk you being caught in the middle of it. I need you out there, searching for the Absolute. You were on the right path, to Moonrise Towers. Return to it. I hope you are ready to face Vlaakith's wrath. The entire Crèche stands ready to kill you in her name. Good luck.
Speak. Have you killed my queen's enemy?
See, the Dream Visitor's arguments are compelling, but there's that nagging component where she's still trying to get us to accept more Mind Flayer parasites, and that can't be a good path. but he did learn some things.
Vlaakith does not lie to her faithful. Open your mind. Show me.
Your mind tingles. Lae'zel seeks entrance.
Let her in.
Your thoughts become one. She sees the truth of your confrontation in an instant.
Vlaakith Tafkinazin. I see only madness. Vlaakith bears the full might of Tunarath's arms, and the covenant of the great Mother Gith. Skvar! We are leaving this place, now!
I'm glad you came to your senses. Now leave, before the others come for us.
Well, before we go all leaving, there's plenty to loot in this room, so let me handle that. The Strange Conduit Ring. While concentrating on a spell, the wearer's weapon attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 psychic damage. This is a very good ring for some builds, but not really for anyone in our main party.
Vlaakith. Vlaakith! I have wielded your fury as a blade, roared your wrath as a dragon. You promised ascension. Yet I crawl among my own people, low as an asp's belly. Skaketh! I followed your path. What good? This heart of stone, for it to be shattered. She tests me. A trial of faith. Kalir prepared me. Only the heaviest souls soar to the Astral. Yes. Yes. I might gain Vlaakith's favor yet.
Very pragmatically, Trevor insists she suggests that she is now an enemy of her people.
Silence! I must think.
What's hiding here?
Diadem of Arcane Synergy. When you inflict a condition, gain Arcane Synergy for 2 rounds. An Arcane Synergy is weapon attacks deal additional damage equal to the affected entity's spellcasting ability modifier. This, again, could be good for certain builds, but not really for our party. The Chirai himself has this Circlet of Psionic Revenge. When you succeed at a saving throw, the foe that caused the saving throw takes 1 to 4 psychic damage, and Githyanki also get a +1 bonus to Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma saving throws.
Assume nothing.
Certainly, that's not going to replace the Grimskull Helm for Lae'zel. A confiscated book?
Better not be cursed.
Basically saying that any book on the topics of Orpheus, infernal metals, or the magic of the undead will be confiscated. Gloves of Belligerent Skies over here. When the wearer deals thunder damage, lightning damage, or radiant damage, inflict 2 turns of reverberation upon the target. None of our party is doing those types of damage very often. Intelligence concerning the weapon. A single name is repeatedly on this intricate carving, and it is our own name. Report on Moonrise Towers.
More for me.
confirming that there are tadpole sorts wandering around Moonrise Towers, and it is definitely a hotbed of illicit activity. Hasharlek Voss. Apparently they suspect Voss of being a traitor. Known locations of the weapon. All places that we've been. And then there's this side alcove over here. The Skin Burster, a +1 enhancement halberd with Skin Burster Force. When the wearer deals melee damage with this weapon, they gain 2 turns of Force Conduit. Force Conduit is bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage against the affected enemy is reduced by 1 per turn remaining. If the entity takes damage while it has 5 or more turns remaining, it deals 1 to 4 force damage in a 6-meter radius. And it doesn't say this here, but it does use up the stacks of Force Conduit.
I'd love to, thanks.
Now, Karlak has this halberd of vigilance. There is a temptation to give her the Skin Burster instead because I'm trying to make her roll as a tank, and the Force Conduit would help reduce incoming damage. However, the +2 enhancement bonus and the +1 to initiative rolls are both difficult to give up, so she's gonna stick with the halberd of vigilance. And then in the display case, there's a necklace of elemental augmentation. When one of your cantrips deals acid, cold, fire, or lightning, or thunder damage, add your spellcasting modifier to the damage dealt. Probably go ahead and send that to Gale. And then there's this alcove on the other side.
Anything of use?
In this display case, there's Hoarfrost boots. You cannot fall prone while traversing icy terrain. Probably not bad for somebody to have.
Seems a little underwhelming for a holy relic.
Oh, that's because we picked up this strange chunk of amber with 3 drops of blood suspended inside of it. So I think the check is basically saying this isn't really the blood of Lathander. Lae'zel has these spring step boots, which give momentum when dashing, so these are probably fine to get rid of for the Hoarfrost boots.
Lathander blesses the rising, bountiful sun. Lathander bids the setting sun a fond farewell.
So the rising sun. So you would want this statue to face east. And then the setting sun, you would want this statue to face west.
The statues revealed a hidden door. Curious.
Eager for battle.
Let's move.
The Daybreak Gate, huh?
Huh. I'll give it a shot. Remarkable that this stayed hidden all this time.
A secret chamber. Can Trevor reach that energy source? Yes.
With haste.
We're not sure what that does. So Shadowheart sends a skeleton out to check. Interesting. So it throws you around. Oh. And doesn't let you get up. At least not without, like, turn-based mode.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
However, with the Mighty Cloth, Trevor cannot be pushed against his will. So... it knocks him down, though.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Can't give up now.
So it is still dangerous.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Need to find a way forward.
I see. So he can open the way, but these still must be dealt with. So...
What a charmer.
We only have 2 inspirations, so we're gonna... That's better.
While I'm at it.
Looking ahead. Breathe deep and move.
And there it is down there. Trevor will not be able to reach that.
Blackith's will be done.
So we will call in the archer.
Still alive, so that's progress. On my way.
Crest panel. And Trevor notes that that looks like the same shape as something else that we have. The Dawn Master's crest. The Blood of Lathander. This is a +3 mace with Lathander's Blessing. Once per long rest, when your hit points are reduced to 0, you regain 2 to 12 hit points. Allies within 9 meters also regain 1 to 6 hit points. Lathander's Light. It sheds holy light in a 6-meter radius. In combat, fiends and undead standing in the light are blinded unless they succeed at a Constitution saving throw. +3 enhancement. And it can sunbeam once per long rest, right? Yes. This weapon.
Come on, let's go.
Will replace Karlach's Halberd of Vigilance.
And these things have stayed interesting.
Now, we could technically fast travel from here, but in keeping with the immersive playthrough, we wouldn't be able to get out of here without facing whatever is in our path.
Quite a heavily guarded treasure. Good job we got past those protections.
This artifact must have been quite valuable.
I believe it. This thing looks powerful.
So we will have to make our way out the old-fashioned way.
Here we go.
Eager for battle.
Let's get going.
We do have a short rest left,
Have to keep
but
going.
I don't think we really need to use it yet. Once we open this door, we will probably also open the floodgates.
If they will not see sense, then bleed them dry.
Can't afford to let up. On I go.
She doesn't really have any area of effect spells to memorize right now, does she? %60 chance to just hold that person, though. That'll work.
I will ascend. No time to waste.
Let's use up some arrows here. We have plenty of arrows of lightning. And let's use a seeking arrow.
Still breathing, despite everything. All right.
Yeah, Shadowheart will shield that.
Count on me.
Oh well, now you're concentrating on the hold for our purple, so 40% there. I think that'll call for a scroll of magic missile, I think. Unfortunate.
swift as my feet can carry me.
There we go. And that actually, if we go this way, I believe clears the way out. Alright, so let's do a short rest real quick. And I'm gonna go loot the stuff that's just in between this path that we haven't already looted. Trevor is not gonna go clear out the entire sanctuary. We're just gonna leave. Raider Grath here has this crossbow of arcane force. A heavy crossbow with a +1 enhancement that has arcane ammunition. Once per short rest, you can infuse your crossbow bolts with arcane energy, and ranged weapon attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 force damage that turn. I don't think that's going to replace Lae'zel's Titan String. Ajak Nirjira was the quartermaster, so we did manage to pick up the Amulet of Branding. Once per long rest, you can brand the weak to make an enemy vulnerable to bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing damage for 3 turns. And we did pick up that Knife of the Mountain King we went over last episode, and the Gloves of Dexterity to set somebody's dexterity score to 18. Alright, having fought our way back to the sort of side entrance, we leave the Crèche. And we're going to make our way back to the entrance to the Shadowlands this way. So if nothing interesting happens along the route, I'll just meet you about there. I did notice shortly after the fight with the eagles that it looked like you could jump across to here, but I didn't do that. I went down these routes instead. So Trevor, we'll check it out. Holy Lance Helm. Smite the Graceless. Creatures who miss their attack rolls against the wearer must make a dexterity saving throw or take 1 to 4 radiant damage. Cute.
Making me sweat.
That's not going to replace Flawed Helldusk Helmet. And Shadowheart's not going to replace the Dark Justiciar Helm.
No one's stopped me yet.
And it's medium armor, so Trevor's not going to put it on.
Don't be shy.
Karlach does pause on the way up to talk to the Blue Jay again.
Don't you have anything better to do than bother me?
The eagles did attack us. Karlach says the nest is all his if he wants it.
Eagles can be killed? Incredible! Thank you, kind, tall, ugly stranger. My nest awaits!
Karlach asks him what his plan is if the eagles return.
Well, I'll either be killed or ask another poor sap to fight him again.
And off he goes.
What to do? One day I'll catch a break.
Lae'zel, do you want to talk about what happened at the crèche?
Trust me, you'll know when I'm ready to discuss it.
Fair enough. But if you change your mind...
It is not a matter of mind. It is a matter of faith. And I have been put to the test.
Alright. So, this is the way back to the Shadow Cursed Lands, or it is a way back to the Shadow Cursed Lands. It might lead to a place that we haven't been to in the Shadow Cursed Lands. So, before we actually step back into that hostile territory, we're gonna camp right here. And again, if you want to maximize your playthrough, it's probably better to mostly finish this area and then step into the Shadow Cursed Lands and then come back to finish the puzzle that gets you the Morning Lord's Radiance and take that on a fresh day into the Shadow Cursed Lands, into Act 2. But again, we're just using the stuff that we find as we come to it, and it's time for a long rest.
I need a moment for the two of us.
Looks like we're done here. Pity. This place has been a wild ride.
The sooner we get out of this Githwarren, the better.
Walking freely out of a Githyanki crèche. A miracle if ever I've seen one. And trust me, I've seen quite a few. My first tour of a Githyanki crèche. Memorable, to be certain, but the service left something to be desired.
I am Vlaakith's most loyal servant. She will not abandon me.
Trevor wants to know if Gith instructors are always as brutal as we saw them in the training room.
My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell.
Trevor wants to know why. It just doesn't make sense to him.
Survival. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. They underestimated me, so they paid the price. The Githyanki are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us.
And then Trevor remembers the hatchery that had only a single egg, and wonders how many a clutch usually has.
Kalir's clutch held 3 dozen eggs, more or less, though I've learned of creches that harbored 100.
Trevor will not inquire as to the biological nature of the egg laying.
I suppose not many can boast that they've been to a Githyanki crèche and survived. Perhaps that's a good omen for our chances going forward, if you're feeling optimistic.
That potion did not go down well.
Blood draw sickness, nothing's ever free until the next long rest. The affected entity has a -1 to all dice rolls. This must be talking about the elixir of human versatility that he got from Orage. So now he's got a bit of a bone to pick with her, although it was powerful while it lasted. But he's still upset. Well, actually, she did disclose that it was rather experimental in nature. She probably didn't know what side effects it might have. After thinking about it for some time, he decides she's probably not really at fault, but he needs to be more careful about dealing with her in the future. Lae'zel still has the weakened constitution, intelligence, and wisdom. She's not willing to consume another parasite, so the next possible option, if this is something that's going to affect her for her life, our party has a unique way of making that work for us. So Lae'zel takes a bit of a walk. And after her first jump, she informs Karlak.
Amicus
that the Blue Jay is over there.
Moving it. Lending ear.
Glorious! Feathers bloody everywhere, mate! Feels good to be home in my nest.
Karlach actually asks about a reward, since this Blue Jay has been a bit of a prick.
I'm sorry. I'm just a bird. I don't have things to give you. Although, when I escaped the eagles, I spotted something buried near that ferry dock. Might be worth a look.
Lae'zel calls out to the rest of the companions that this theory of theirs better work.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Alright, and then we will return to camp.
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh.
Trevor says his love life is none of the skeleton's business.
Recall that in time, all becomes dust and bone. Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
We need to resurrect someone.
Then thou must return with the proper payment.
Resurrect Lae'zel.
This is the price of balance.
Here's the gold.
Well counted. I recommend keeping thy distance for a moment. By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
Indolence breeds madness.
And Lae'zel still has the weakened constitution, intelligence, and wisdom. She is pissed. But until we can figure something else out, it looks like she's stuck with it because she is not consuming a tadpole. Well, Trevor is more than ready to put the Crèche behind us. He bites back and I told you so for Lae'zel only because she's already suffering for her mistake quite a lot with those weakened statistics. So next time we will be heading back into the Shadow-Cursed lands and pursuing information regarding our unwelcome visitors that way. Have a good one.